EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a nice cut and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2? win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Browns 7.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Aaron Donald.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he fires one that's
Don't worry about it,
intercepted.
baby. I ain't worried about it.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Youngway Koo lining up.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. High throw, but the catch is made. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone. And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
21-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Another 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns continue to roll. But he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At the 39-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns are pouring it on.
It is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On the move to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's gone 2-2 on us now at 2 receiving touchdowns, now his 2nd rushing touchdown.
And that's the back of the NFL nowadays, isn't it? The ability to do everything. You can't just be one or the other. The best ones, able to run it, catch it, and produce. Big-time points put on the board by him.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Mike, check. 59. I got it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
It's 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Browns 49, Ravens 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
18-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's got daylight. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the...
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
36-yard line.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
3rd and goal. They're going with Chubb. Shifts by him. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
A gain of 2.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Jackson looking to throw on third. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns.
He's gonna make everything
and
happen.
that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. One last shot for Jackson. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.